Welcome back to the Horizon TV, where we speak to the newsmakers as well as ordinary people doing extraordinary things around the world and featuring the voices at the heart of the conversations. I'm Sam Sambo, and of course we now move on to the Labour Party, where former People's Democratic Party candidate in the last Anambra State governorship election, Valentine Ozigbo, has been officially received into the Labour Party ahead of the 2023 general election. The event was witnessed by the presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi. Ozigbo's formal entry followed last week's announcement of his exit from the PDP. And of course, we have seen a former an actor and also a former member of the All Progressives Congress, Kenneth Okonkwo, joining the Labour Party too. He actually said the Labour Party is a political party that he has seen as a place where he would have to find some succor, and he's kicking against the Muslim ticket in his former party, the APC, hence his movement into the Labour Party. Well, these are lots of quick wins for the Labour Party, and of course I'm being joined in the studio right now by some Peter Obi supporters, and of course NWAFOR CHIGBO FORTUNE is the FCT Coordinator of Nigeria Needs Peter Obi NNPO support group, and of course we also have another lady. Sorry, I didn't get your name earlier on.
My name is Comfort Okoronkwo.
Okay, Comfort Okoronkwo of the NNPO too. And then we'll just talk about some of these defections into the Labour Party. Let's start with you. How are you looking at these defections? Is it going to increase the swelling ranks of the Labour Party? And aren't you afraid that when you have people coming in from PDP and then of course APC is going to make Nigerians to start painting the Peter Obi and his campaign team as one who is still within the old order?
Thank you for having me. I do not think so. Labour Party before now was practically unknown. It wasn't known. With the coming in of Peter Obi, Labour Party is taking it to another level. Labour Party is strategizing with the coalition to ensure that every other support groups comes on board. The issue of the defectors that are coming in from the frontline parties wouldn't be an issue because they are prepared to accommodate them. Our principal himself, His Excellency Peter Obi, his humility and candor is something that you can never take away from him. He's willing to cooperate with anybody. He doesn't play that politics of grandstanding. So, we are good to go. Labour is good to go.
All right, and I come to you too. What do you make of this rising interest in Peter Obi, and how are you, as his organization, one of the support groups, helping to enlighten Nigerians to understand that there's a difference between Labour Party and of course the APC and PDP? Because a lot of Nigerians will be worried if you're having APC and PDP members declaring support every now and then for Peter Obi, then it may look like there's no difference in the long run between Labour Party and these political parties that are being criticized.
Well, the truth is everybody loves a winning team, right? And we are all going through the same thing in the country. We all want a change. We have, in quotes, suffered enough. That's why you find people deserting the structured party to join the structureless party. And in any case, the people are the structure of any party. And so I guess that's why the interest is there. We all want a change, and going by his antecedents, they know that our principal is going to deliver on anything he has promised on. And like Chibo said, he does not believe in grandstanding. He will tell you the way it is. And he has done enough homework to see that people come on board, believe him, that he's trying to bring a change to the country. And we all, at this point, we need a change. We need to know where we are going next year. And we don't mind people joining the the Labour Party.
The Labour,
and
yeah,
on my own.
We could see if the pictures can be shown. A prominent actor, Kenneth Okonkwo, is someone that a lot of people, young people have a lot of following with this gentleman. And of course, you also have Valentine Ozigbo of the PDP coming from the same Anambra State. These are, very top politicians, very good politicians that are well received within the polity. How will you say that this will add a lot of support to Peter Obi?
But already we have the support, and let me just tell you that before the end of this year, more people will want to join the Labour Party because of the integrity of our principle, right? More people will come into Labour Party. I just hope sincerely that nobody infects us with, but the
issues of the legacy parties.
They will surely come. And you asked how I'm doing. In my neighborhood, I go around. Some people don't really actually, they know, are you obedient? I'm obedient. Peter Obi, what party? I don't know. So I've made it my point of duty to print the logo and distribute, even in Keke. Are you obedient?
Okay.
Yeah. So when you see this logo, it is no other party but LP, Papa, Mama, Pikin.
Okay. Well, and I come back to you, Wabo Fortune. Let's talk about Peter Obi himself. What makes him unique in the midst of all these other presidential candidates that we have around? And is Labour Party a strong vehicle to be able to deliver a potential Peter Obi presidency?
Let me say this to you. When Peter Obi came up in Anambra State as a governor, his party then, ABGA, had no single seat in the State Assembly. We all know what preceded. He got impeached 5 months after because of inflated budget that he refused to approve. And he moved on. After the impeachment, he went to court, he recovered his mandate. Now, the man, His Excellency Peter Obi, for some of us that are his followers, we follow him because of his humility, his candor, his understanding about economy, how to fix our economy to take us off from consumption to production. So it's germane for us. And I must say this to you. The movement that we are part of, the obedient movement that we are part of, the NNPO stands for Nigeria Needs Peter Obi. And it's the first and the foremost support group that came up before every other one started coming in. Now let me say this to you. The organic movement of the obedient family, obedient group, is something that you can never take away from Peter Obi.
At all.
And we're getting to a point.
It's not sponsored, it's something that
no, it's not.
We are all doing
your
it from
own willingness.
Yes, it's not sponsored. I recall when he came to inaugurate our program around May this year, somewhere in Chida Hotel. And what he said to us when he came in was that, looking at you people seated here, you don't look like people that were induced or that was given money to assemble yourself. So our movement is organic because we believe that in this man, Nigeria will be rescued.
And be great again.
Okay.
And if you look at his antecedent also, where he was coming from Anambra State, we know what he did in terms of economy, in terms of where he took education from in Anambra State.
In health?
From 26th to 1st position, and consistently they remained first for 3 years. Wow. Some people call him statistician, some people refer to him that he doesn't get the figure accurately. And we say to them,
which has been a very, very strong criticism
from the opposition.
Yeah.
And we say to them,
let them
if a scholar, if a student scores 80 out of 100, that's distinction.
Well, who is the one saying that he scored 80 in this instance.
So the scores are there.
All right.
The statistics are
You
there.
can verify.
All right, I'm going to
verify.
bring you in now. We've seen and heard that Peter Obi is overseas at the moment. He will be going to the United States on a tour, and then, of course, some have even said going to Germany and Japan and all of that. What sort of message do you think Peter Obi will be pushing about Nigeria? Because lots of people have been saying that Peter Obi is demarketing Nigeria by some of the things he has been saying. He doesn't say the good things that Nigeria is, that aren't there good things happening in Nigeria? Is it only bad news that is happening in the country? But
that's a lie, because he's just saying it as it is, right? Peter Obi will be going to sell hope. We'll be going there to also, in a way, recruit, because we have brains outside this country. So if he can go and visit all the states he's going to visit, and he finds people that can come back home and do things in his government, I don't think that's bad. So he will talk with them. He will maybe put down some names that could help his government when he becomes the president of this country. And you're very sure he's going to win? We will invite you to the inauguration. What gives you the confidence that Peter Obi is going to win this election in the midst of a Bola Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar, and some will even say Okonkwo, and even the Abga presidential candidate? Because he knows he has itemized all the things that are needed to be done for Nigeria to bring the economy back to life. He has visited places, he has consulted on security, on the economy, on health. He knows he has itemized the first 4 years what he's going to give to Nigeria. So, except you don't like a good product, then you can, well, go for a fake. All right, Fortune, as we try to round up this conversation, I was listening to the governor of Katsina State, where he mentioned that, look, in Katsina, if you go and ask any Katsina man, nobody knows Peter Obi there. What are you doing to ensure that this campaign, when the campaign season starts, the Nigerians in the urban centers are not the ones who know Peter Obi alone?
I will tell you this. I am an Igbo man. I was born in the north. I grew up in Kaduna. I served in Lagos. Despite what is happening in Kaduna today, I still go to Kaduna, but I can't spend the night there. Anybody is free to say whatever they like to say, but the facts are there. Where were we before now? How did we get to where we are today? Where you have to have a helicopter hovering on the air for you to travel from Abuja to Kaduna, where banditry has become the order of the day, where ransom taking from just Abuja to Kaduna axis is running into billions. Nobody has been arrested. The people in Katsina. I don't think it's right to actually say nobody has been arrested. There are some arrests that we haven't seen. So tell us. We haven't seen any. Tell us the people that have been arrested. Maybe they are doing it on the ground. And I believe that if you are sincere about crushing the insurgency or the banditry, we should see these things happening. Okay, the people in Katsina that are saying what they are saying, are they secured? They are not secured. In Kaduna, I went to a place called Badrawa. And I had some people gisting and talking about P2B. They were speaking Hausa. I paid attention to them. And somebody said, when the guy, meaning this guy, who is he himself? Fit-Obi. And the other guy said, are you happy with the status quo? The president is from this axis. We are not free in Kaduna. And I'll tell you this, Samna. The insecurity in Nigeria, especially in the northern axis, is underreported. Very strong words to end this conversation. So even journalists, we have a lot of job to do. Well, we must thank you so much. NWAFOR CHIGBO FORTUNE is the NWAFOR CHIGBO FORTUNE is the FCT Coordinator of Nigeria Needs Peter Obi support group, and it's a burgeoning support group for the presidential candidate alongside Kenneth Okonkwo, who also
Okoronkwo, who also leads this. Well, sorry, we have some challenges here with your names. But I can only tell you that when the campaign season starts, you're going to be put under pressure because the legacy parties are all waiting for you.
We don't.
And we hope you're prepared for them.
Can I respond?
No, very quickly.
Let me
we just have to go.
You see, this issue about legacy.
I'm afraid we don't have enough time. We'll have much more longer time to be able to talk about these issues when the campaign starts. That's how it's been for this edition of the Arise interview. Do join us again tomorrow. From me and the entire team here in Abuja, goodbye and thank you for watching. I'm Somna Sambo.